Hello students, this is my lecture number 3 on binomial theorem. In this lecture, I would like to explain about numerically greatest term. Before watching this lecture number 3, watch my lecture number 1 and 2. Let us start lecture number 3. This complete lecture, I would like to divide 4 parts. In the first part, what is numerically greatest term in the binomial expansion? In the next second part, we are going to prove the formula for numerically greatest term in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power n. In the third part, how to find numerically greatest term in the expansion of x plus y whole power n. We are going to learn how to find numerically greatest term in the expansion of x plus y whole power n. In the fourth part, I will give one of the example how to find numerically greatest term in the expansion of 4 plus 3x whole power 15 when x is equals to 7 by 2. So let us start our lecture number 3. Now the first part is what is numerically greatest term in the binomial expansion. With the help of the example we can understand what is numerically greatest term. I am taking one of the example here. Binomial expansion 1 minus x whole power 4 I am taking. With the help of the binomial theorem we can expand this. 4c0 minus 4c1x plus 4c2 x square. Next minus 4c3 x cube plus 4c4 x power 4. Now the values, binomial coefficients values I am writing here. 1, 4c1 is 4x, 4c2 is 6x square, 4c3 is 4x cube, 4c4 is 1, 1 into x power 4 is x power 4. Now the respective terms here, the t1 is 1, t2 equals to minus 4x, t3 equals to 6x square, t4 equals to minus 4x cube, t5 equals to x power 4. These are the terms. In this, I will give one of the value for x. When x equals to 2, for this value of x equals to 2, t1 is 1 again, t2 is minus 8, t3 equals to 24, t4 equals to minus 32, t5 equals to 2 power 4, 16. We are going to consider here only absolute values of the terms. Absolute values means we can write modulus of t1 is 1, modulus of t2 is modulus of minus 8 is 8, modulus of t3 is 24, modulus of t4 is 32, modulus of t5 is 16. Here numerical point of view, what is the greatest term? Here 32 is the greatest, means T4 is the greatest term in the given expansion for x equals to 2. So here we can observe that the values of the terms till T4 and then decreasing. This term is here numerically greatest term for this example. And we can write the order of the absolute values. The order is here till T4 values are increasing and then decreasing. Modulus of T1 is less than, modulus of T2 is less than, modulus of T3 is less than, modulus of T4 and greater than modulus of T5. So this is the term, numerically greatest term in the binomial expansion. For this example, T4 is numerically greatest term because here 32 is the greatest for the given value x equals to 2. Now I will take another example for numerically greatest term 1 minus x whole power 3 expansion 3c0 minus 3c1x plus 3c2x square minus 3c3x cube. The coefficients here, binomial coefficients, 3c0 is 1, 3c1 is 3x, 3c2 is 3x square, minus 3c3 is 1x cube. Here, this is term t1, second term t2, t3, t4. I'm writing here the terms are, first term t1 is 1, t2 equals to minus 3x, t3 equals to 3x square, t4 is minus x cube. Now when x equals to 3, the respective terms will be t1 equals to 1, t2 equals to minus 9, third term 27, t4 fourth term is minus 27. We consider only numerical values. That's why I am taking absolute values of these terms. Modulus of t1 is 1, modulus of t2 is, modulus of minus 9 is 9, modulus of t3 27, modulus of t4, modulus of minus 27 is 27. Here observe the numerical values. 27 is the numerically greatest term. Here 27 containing in two terms. That means both T3 and T4 are numerically greatest term for this given x value 3. That means there is a chance to get two terms are numerically greatest term in the binomial expansion. So here T3, T4 are numerically greatest term. I am going to write order of these absolute values. Modulus of T1 is less than modulus of T2 is less than modulus of T3, but modulus of T3 and T4 are equal numerical point of view. Therefore, modulus of T3 equals to modulus of T4. So that means in the previous example, one term is numerically greatest term. One term is numerically greatest term. In the second example, we have two terms are numerically greatest terms. Two terms are numerically greatest terms. In this part, let us prove formula for numerically greatest term in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power n. So first we are going to expand the binomial expansion 1 plus x whole power n. 1 plus x whole power n expansion I am writing here. This is nc0 plus nc1x plus nc2 x square so on nc r minus 1 x power r minus 1 ncr x power r, next nc r plus 1 x power r plus 1 so on ncn x power n. This is the expansion of 1 plus x whole power n. Let us assume that the general term is numerically greatest term. See here, this is first term, second term, third term, so on. This is rth term. This term is called general term r plus 1th term. This is r plus 2th term and so on. This is n plus 1th term. Here we are assuming that this term is numerically greatest term. Therefore, we can write this order. When you write the absolute values increasing till r plus 1th term and then decreasing. That's why modulus of T1 is less than modulus of T2 is less than modulus of T3 and less than so on, less than modulus of T4, less than or equals to modulus of Tr plus 1. This is greater than or equals to modulus of Tr plus 2 and greater than so on, greater than modulus of Tn plus 1. Here we have to take because this is numerically greatest term. That's why there is a possibility to get two terms are numerically greatest term. That's why the consecutive terms I am writing equality also. Here equality we should mention. That means these two are numerically greatest or these two also numerically greatest. That's why we are assuming first we have taken this is numerically greatest term. Here two cases will arise. This is case 1 and this is case 2. By solving these two cases, we can find the range of R. Here R is important because we have taken R plus 1th term is numerically greatest term. That's why we are going to find out R value. So here we have two cases. Case 1 modulus of TR is less than or equal to modulus of TR plus 1. That implies modulus of TR is NC R minus 1 x power R minus 1 less than or equals to NCR x power R. This implies this can be written as modulus of NC R minus 1 into modulus of x power R minus 1 less than or equals to modulus of NCR into modulus of x power R. Here this implies modulus of x power R minus 1 divided by modulus of x power R. This implies modulus of NCR divided by modulus of NCR minus 1. Now here x power R gets cancelled. We have 1 by x power minus 1 means 1 by modulus of x. That is finally 1 by modulus of x is less than or equals to, we can write in single modulus NCR by NCR minus 1. This implies 1 by modulus of x is less than or equal to NCR by NCR minus 1 formula is n minus r plus 1 by r. Okay, as n is greater than or equals to r, n is greater than or equals to r. That's why this point is, this value is positive quantity, therefore modulus value is again positive. So that is 1 by modulus of x is less than or equals to n minus r plus 1 by r. This implies 1 by modulus of x less than or equals to, here join n and 1 here first, n plus 1 minus r by r. After that split numerator. 1 by modulus of x less than or equals to n plus 1 by r minus 1. This minus 1 here, r by r will be 1. So minus 1 right in LHS side. 1 by modulus of x plus 1 less than or equals to n plus 1 by r. Now here take modulus of x is LCM, that implies 1 plus modulus of x by modulus of x less than or equals to n plus 1 by r. This implies, by rewriting this step, I am writing here r is less than or equals to n plus 1 into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1. This is equation 1. By cross multiplying, I am writing this step. By case 1, I am getting r is less than or equal to n plus 1 into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1. Next, case 2, modulus of tr plus 1 is greater than or equals to modulus of tr plus 2. That implies, right, r plus 1th term here, modulus of ncr x power r is greater than or equals to ncr plus 1 x power r plus 1. Now, modulus of ncr into x power r greater than or equals to modulus of ncr plus 1 into x power r plus 1. This implies we can write modulus of x power r by modulus of x power r plus 1 greater than or equals to modulus of ncr plus 1 by modulus of ncr. Just rewriting this step. So next, by writing single modulus, this will be equals to modulus of x power r by x power r plus 1 is greater than or equals to modulus of ncr plus 1 by ncr. X power r gets cancelled. That implies here denominator x is there. That's why this is 1 by modulus of x is greater than or equals to, as by using the formula ncr by ncr minus 1 formula, n minus r plus 1 by r. Here r is r plus 1. We have one of the formula ncr by ncr minus 1 equals to n minus r plus 1 by r. That's why here r is r plus 1. So n minus r plus 1 by r. Now after that you have to simplify this. 1 by modulus of x greater than or equals to, join n and 1 again, n plus 1 minus of r plus 1 by r plus 1. Now split numerator, That implies 1 by modulus of x is greater than or equals to n plus 1 by r plus 1 minus 1. Now write minus 1 in this side. 1 by modulus of x plus 1 is greater than or equals to n plus 1 by r plus 1. This implies take modulus of x is LCM. That implies 1 plus modulus of x by modulus of x is greater than or equals to n plus 1 by r plus 1. That implies r plus 1 is greater than or equals to n plus 1 into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1. This implies plus 1 right in the side. R is greater than or equals to n plus 1 into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1 minus 1. That means n plus 1 into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1 minus 1 is less than or equals to r. This is equation number 2. Just I am writing once again same relation I am writing here. So from 1 and 2, here what about 1? This is the equation 1. R is less than n plus 1 into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1. From 1 and 2, we can write n plus 1 into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1 minus 1 less than or equal to r less than or equals to n plus 1 into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1. Let us take n plus 1 into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1 equals to some m. That implies this will be equals to m minus 1 less than or equal to r less than or equals to m. Note this point. Here I am taking, for example, m is integer. What will happen? We have to find out r value, important here. When you get r, automatically we will get numerically greatest term, because we have taken already numerically greatest term is r plus 1th term. That's why r is important here. But here when m is integer, what is r? If m is not an integer, what about r? We are going to find out. First one, if m is an integer, what about r? R is important. For example, if m is an integer, for example, let m equals to, I am taking some 3. Substitute here in this equation. 3 minus 1, 2 less than or equal to r, less than or equals to 3. That means r is integer, you know. That r value lies between 2 and 3, r equals to 2 and r equals to 3 also. That means the values of r are r equals to 2 comma r equals to 3 only. The integers in between 2 comma 3, there is no integer in between 2 comma 3, but here r equals to 2 and r equals to 3. Therefore the values are r are 2 and 3. So therefore the numerically greatest term tr plus 1, that equals to t2 plus 1, that is t3 is one of the numerically greatest term. And r also we have 3, that's why tr plus 1, that equals to t3 plus 1, that is t4 also numerically greatest term. That means when m is 3, we are getting t3 t4. Therefore when m is an integer, tm comma tm plus 1 are numerically greatest terms. And next case, if m is not an integer, let us take one of the example. M equals to, I am taking some 5.1. Here m is not integer. That means m has two parts here, 5 plus 0.1. Here 5 is integer, 0.1 is fractional part. Here m is not an integer. That's why I have taken 5.1. So according to previous equation, we have what? M minus 1 less than or equal to r, less than or equals to m. That means 5.1 minus 1, 4.1 less than or equal to r, less than or equals to 5.1. So here r is integer. The integer which lies between 4.1 and 5.1, only one integer is there, that is r equals to 5. Therefore the numerically greatest term we have taken already, r plus 1th term. That's why tr plus 1, that is t5 plus 1, that is t6 is numerically greatest term. That means if you write this expression as like this, p plus some f, here p is integer, f is fractional part which lies between 0 to 1. When you write, m can be expressed as like p plus f. P is integer, f is fractional part. Then p plus 1 is numerically greatest term. Therefore, the conclusion is whenever they ask numerically greatest term in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power n, here n is index. Find out first 1 plus n into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1. If it is integer, for example m, then tm comma tm plus 1 are numerically greatest term. Because these are two numerically greatest term, that's why their absolute values are always equal. These two values are equal because two terms are numerically greatest term means the two absolute values are always equal. And if it is not an integer, in the case, for example, this expression if you write like m plus f, here m is integer, f is a fractional part, then tm plus 1 is numerically greatest term. This is the formula to find out numerically greatest term in the binomial expansion. Let us start how to find numerically greatest term in the expansion of x plus y whole power n. In the previous formula, we have taken the expansion is 1 plus x whole power n. For this expansion, we have the formula. But here, the given expansion, binomial expansion is in the form of x plus y whole power n. In this formula, first term is here unity. 1 plus x whole power n. Here 1 is the unity. But here the given expansion we can convert like this. X plus y whole power n. In this bracket write x as common. You have to make it first term as unity. That's why by writing x as common this becomes 1 plus y by x whole power n. This implies x power n into 1 plus y by x whole power n. Now this is in the form of x power n into 1 plus some capital X whole power n. Here every term is multiplied with x power n here, remember. Let y by x equals to capital X, and after that we should find out like once again n plus 1 into modulus of capital X by capital X plus 1 for given values of x and y. They will give x and y in this question. So for that x and y, first find capital X value and calculate this. If you get it is integer m, the tm comma tm plus 1 are numerically greatest term. For example, it is not an integer. If it is in the form of m plus f means integer plus fractional part, then tm plus 1 is numerically greatest term. Let us start one of the example using the formula. Find the numerically greatest term in the expansion of 4 plus 3x whole power 15 when x equals to 7 by 2. X value given. For this x value, we have to find out numerically greatest term in this expansion. Here index is 15. That means this expansion has 16 terms. In these 16 terms, we should find numerically greatest term. So first, given expansion is not in the form of 1 plus x whole power n. That's why make it 4 plus 3x whole power 15 is in the form of 1 plus x whole power n. So given expansion I am taking 4 plus 3x whole power 15. In this bracket 4 as common, 4 common. So 1 plus 3x by 4 whole power 15, that equals to 4 power 15 into 1 plus 3x by 4 whole power 15. Now it is in the form of this expression only, 1 plus x whole power n. Now formula is applicable. So now here what is capital X? Let this part I am taking some capital X, 3x by 4, x value given here. So capital X equals to 3 by 4 into 7 by 2. That implies capital X equals to 21 by 8. This is capital X. Now find out n plus 1 into modulus of x by modulus of x plus 1 you have to find out. Here n is index 15. 15 plus 1 into modulus of x, capital X value here 21 by 8 divided by modulus of 21 by 8 plus 1. So simplify this. 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 into modulus of 21 by 8 by modulus of 21 by 8 plus 1. That implies here 16 into 21 by 8. Modulus of 21 by 8 is 21 by 8. This also 21 by 8 plus 1. Now LCM 16 into 21 by 8. Denominator 8 as LCM. 21 plus 8 by 8. 8 gets cancelled. That implies 16 into 21 by 21 plus 8 is 29. This value you have to calculate. 16 into 21, 336 by 29. This value equals to 11.58. That means it is in the form of m plus f. 11 plus 0.58. Here this is integer m, this is fractional part f. According to our formula, t m plus 1 is numerically greatest term. That implies t11 plus 1, that is t12 is numerically greatest term. Now you have to find out t12 in the given expansion. So the given expansion is 4 plus 3x whole power 4 plus 3x whole power 15. In this expansion, we have taken t12 is numerically greatest term. That means t12 means t11 plus 1. So formula, general term formula NCR means 15C11. X power means here 4 power 15 minus 11 into a power here 3x power 11. That implies 15C11 into 4 power 4 into 3 power 11 into x power 11. Already x value, small x value given. 4 power 4 into 3 power 11 into small x is given here. We have small x is 7 by 2. Therefore 7 by 2 whole power 11. That is 15C11 into 4 power 4 can be written as 2 square whole power 4, that is 2 power 8. 3 power 11 into 7 power 11 by 2 power 11. Now 2 power 8 11 cancel. 15C11 into 3 power 11 into 7 power 11 by 2 power 3. That implies 15C11 into 21 7 3s are 21 power 11 by 8 is the numerically greatest term. This is the way to find out numerically greatest term in the binomial expansion.